Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today is August 1st and I had hoped to have all of my Alcatraz photos scrapbooked by now. I did not meet that goal. I still have a handful of them. So I do have to scrapbook those. And that is quite okay. Just got a couple of them. These I think I will do Friday for Follow a Sketch Friday. These will probably be one layout. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more layouts to get done. So I'm going to go ahead and make that happen. Here's those administration building photos I had talked about a hot minute ago. And these are the ones I'm going to scrapbook. So let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so I've gone ahead and pulled out a bunch of papers. I have a pink paper, some wood grain, some teal, some black kind of newsprinty type paper. It's a great combination, right? I've got my 2 photos of the admin building at Alcatraz, and one is kind of looking up with the sky and the clouds were doing their thing, and then one is an up closer view of that emblem. And I have to say, it was pretty cool. I really liked the outside of the administration building. I thought it was pretty awesome. I do mat that on that green on green polka dot paper, and what that is going to do is just give me a little bit of a border, and I wanted it to be a dark color, but I also wanted it to be different from this paper that I'm using right here. Now, the good thing about this paper is, since it is a 6x8 sheet, I can cut it and divide it up between, or on either side of that teal paper that I have across as a gap, which is a little tiny bit crooked, so I adjust it a little bit, and then we're making life great again. So I go ahead and get that done, and now I am going to figure out what exactly I want to do. Now, I do know that I pulled out these sticker sheets because this is kind of like an old building, and I pulled out the sticker sheets because I wanted to use the old kind of vintagey type looking stuff on the sticker sheet. There is the phonograph, and then of course there is this telephone right here. So I'm like, yep, this is gonna work. I also grabbed the date, number, and year little tab things because I felt that that was admin-y type stuff, so it was gonna work. And then I'm gonna build a nice big old cluster down here in the left corner. And this is gonna be the main point of embellishment. I will put a little bit more up there where the day, number, and year tabs are, just to kind of balance it out a little bit so the bottom doesn't feel like it's so heavy it's kind of gonna, like the page is gonna fall down in that corner. And I'm using a variety of different things, right? Like I'm gonna use a couple different styles of stickers. I'm gonna use some planner stickers, which these are right here. These Life Organized stickers from Paper House. I'm also gonna use these label stickers from Hobby Lobby. I am a fan of the Hobby Lobby label stickers, you guys. I will probably have to make a trek to another Hobby Lobby when my label stickers deplete, because I really do love them. They're great things to build, right? They're great bases for your clusters. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just flipping through and trying out and figuring out which ones I want to use. This little guy ends up getting tucked in at the very end of making this layout because I kind of put it off to the side and promptly forgot about it, right? That kind of stuff happens. I also run out of ATG during this layout, so I don't stop and refill it or anything like that. I basically just kind of deal with it and don't put extra adhesive down. Which, you know, it's a thing. I do that. It's totally fine. But as you can see, this left-handed bit right here is definitely, it's starting to build, right? There is definite cluster. I am using these really thin planner stickers. I'm backing them on some white cardstock to give them a little bit more rigidity. And that way my stickers aren't laying over on top of each other or anything like that, which is really, really exciting. So now, I don't know why I just said that was really, really exciting. I was talking about what I was doing and thinking about something that I wanted to share, and I said, and that is really, really exciting. So you know, sometimes the brain, the mouth, and they're not all engaged with each other all the time. They don't always can't even speak right now, mesh up. And that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. I am adding in, again, another label sticker here. Basically, I just want a really good, stable place to put my decorative bits that I want on here, right? Like, I want the florals, I want the phonograph, and I definitely want that telephone. Because I'm trying to kind of convey that this is old, right? Like, if the worn building and stuff, you can't gather that from the pictures. Like, I'm trying to convey that with my embellishment. I am going to move this around just a slight little bit so that I can have it kind of just like in the perfect spot, I guess. I didn't want to cover up any of the admin building words or that big old kind of statuesque icon thing sticking on it. I do decide, since I got so much floral going down here in the corner, I might as well bring up just a tiny little bit up at the top. That brings some continuity across my layout. I'm also going to use these little half watercolor ticket strip type things. I'm going to put 2 down there and then 2 up at the top. I decided to use the brighter colors together and put them up at the top because that phone that I have down here in the corner is a little bit brighter. So I want it to have those two kind of opposite each other instead of putting all of that same similar color in one space on the layout. Because again, I don't want this corner to be so heavy that it feels like it's going to kind of tumble off the page, right? Like, I need a little bit of balance up at the top where I'm going to put similar colors and similar shapes and similar themes and motifs, right? So now I am just going to use up some stickers and things because why not, right? Like, I've only got a couple photographs left for this version of the Neverending Kit. And I think I'm going to rebuild my Neverending Kit, but I'm not going to work exclusively from it for this upcoming month. I definitely want to play with some Disney stuff because, you know, I got me the Disney stuff. And I took heck of pictures of Disneyland trash cans when I was there over the weekend with my friend Crystal and her daughter. So they hooked me up with Disneyland trash can photos as well. They love me because they pre-gamed my trash can. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm feeling a little stifled with my kit. I've always said my room is a whole big kit, and I'm feeling a little limited right now, even though I do have access to everything in my room. Knowing that this kit is here and like kind of staring at me going, use me, you came up with this idea, you need to use me. It's kind of stifling a little bit. So I'm gonna wrap up these photos, readjust the kit, and then not use it every single layout. I think that will make me happy. If you are new around here or you haven't caught it, the Neverending Kit is an idea that I had months ago, where I would start out with a kit and it would evolve throughout the months, and just to see where it started and where it ended up, and kind of like what iterations it was. And it's already way different than when it started, because it was super bright and colorful. It was that Chamel main character energy It was based off of that, and now I've got like these pastels and things like that. So totally different already, right? I am going to add in a couple of these faceted enamel dots. I say a couple, but basically I use up the entire color of this right here, right? Like, they're not my favorite enamel dots. The color inside of them is a little antique-y, which is great for this kind of layout, but they're not my favorite ones, so I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to use them up. And it's funny because I really love that color on the right hand side, but I haven't used it yet. I haven't found layouts that are like screaming for those. So anyway, you guys, that is going to do it for this layout. It does say admin building. I'm not putting out the word administration. You see it twice inside the photos. I didn't even really need to put a title on this bad boy because it is there, right? Like, you see it. So anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this layout. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.